Every programming framework feels overwhelming the first time you open its documentation, and that's not because you're bad at learning, it's because most people approach frameworks the wrong way. They try to learn them like a language, memorizing syntax and APIs, when frameworks are really about structure more than anything else. That's like the main thing they offer, and the goal is not to know everything a framework can do, the goal is to understand how it thinks. Once you get that mental model, the rest stops feeling random and starts snapping into place. So when I say, learn any framework in 5 minutes, I don't mean mastery. I mean getting oriented so you know exactly where to go next without feeling lost. Oh, and before we start the video, I got some good news for you code heads. I made a Discord server where we can all hang out, share memes, and help each other. So hurry up, join using the link in the description or by scanning this QR code. Alright, back to the video. The very first thing you should always do with a new framework is figure out what problem it actually exists to solve. Every framework is an opinionated answer to a very specific pain point. React exists because managing UI state at scale with vanilla JavaScript became unbearable. Django exists because wiring databases, authentication, and admin panels by hand was slow and error-prone. Spring exists because large Java applications needed consistency and structure across massive teams. If you skip this step, every feature looks arbitrary. But once you know the core problem, the design decisions start making sense instead of feeling like magic. After that, you want to identify the core abstractions, because every framework, no matter how big it looks, usually revolves around 3 to 5 concepts. These are the pillars everything else is built on. In front-end frameworks, it's often components, state, props, and lifecycle. In back-end frameworks, it's routes, controllers, services, and models. Everything else is just a variation or a helper around those ideas. When people say a framework is huge, what they really mean is they haven't found the center yet. Once you can name the core abstractions out loud, you're already ahead of most beginners. The next step is understanding the execution flow, because frameworks don't feel confusing when you know what runs first and what runs next. Instead of memorizing APIs, trace one thing end to end. In a backend framework, ask what happens when a request hits the server. It goes through routing, maybe some middleware, into a controller, down to a service, into the database, and then back out as a response. In front-end frameworks, ask what happens when state changes. A render is triggered, the UI updates, effects run, and the browser paints. This mental timeline explains most weird behavior people complain about online. Once you have that flow in your head, you need to deliberately ignore most of the framework. I know this part feels wrong, but it's critical. Framework documentation is written to be complete, not beginner-friendly, which is why it feels massive. In reality, you'll use a small subset of features for most real-world apps. If you don't yet understand advanced optimization hooks, custom renderers, or exotic configuration flags, that's fine. It just means that those exist to solve problems you haven't encountered yet. Trying to learn them too early just adds noise. At this point, the fastest way to lock everything in is to build one tiny but real thing immediately. Not a demo that stops halfway, and not a flashy clone, but something boring that touches the full life cycle. A simple form that saves data, a button that calls an API and displays the result, a background job that runs on a schedule. The moment you do this, theory turns into intuition, because you're forced to deal with configuration, errors, and real constraints. That's where frameworks stop being abstract and start feeling practical. As you build, pay attention to where the framework stops helping you, because that's where real understanding develops. Every framework has escape hatches, middleware, hooks, overrides, raw queries, custom configuration. These are not advanced tricks. They're safety valves. Knowing where the abstraction leaks is what separates someone who's comfortable from someone who feels trapped by framework magic. Once you see that you can always drop down a level when needed, frameworks stop feeling restrictive. When you step back, this entire process forms a loop you can repeat forever. You identify the framework's job, find its core abstractions, trace the execution flow, ignore most of the API, build something small, and learn where the abstraction breaks. That's it. That's how experienced developers pick up new frameworks quickly without stress. If you learn frameworks this way, you stop chasing long, boring tutorials and start building intuition. And speaking of tutorials, did this ever happen to you? You open a 12-hour React tutorial, and everything works perfectly on screen, then you try it yourself, and suddenly nothing compiles? The version is different, and you're questioning your life choices. That's why Scrimba, today's sponsor, does things very differently. Scrimba flipped the whole tutorial format on its head by turning the video itself into the IDE. These are called scrims, interactive lessons where you can pause the video, edit the code directly inside it, break things safely, and actually understand why stuff works instead of blindly copying it. No more Alt-Tab gymnastics between YouTube and your editor. Scrimba not only has dozens of tutorials and lessons, they have full career paths for front-end, back-end, and full-stack devs. There is even an AI engineer path, with real projects, structured progression, and practical advice you won't find in typical courses, like how code reviews actually work, how teams collaborate, and how to not sound like an NPC in interviews. So what what are you waiting for? Go touch some scrims using my link in the description and get 20% off their pro plans, which unlocks everything. This was Codehead with yet another tech rant. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. Lights out.